All right. Thanks everybody for joining me. April 15th already. And for Silat class, as you know by now, I like to do the same salutations that acknowledge the arts from all over the world, no matter what block of curriculum we're studying. So Chinese, left hand over the right, this is abbreviated. Filipino, right hand to your third eye, left hand over your heart, not your stomach, your heart. This is abbreviated Filipino. Thai is right here. Your left hand makes a table for your right hand, abbreviated Indonesian. Just drop that left hand, make a fist with your right hand, tap your chest, and go palm down to your right side. And then Japanese, we just give a little bow. Okay, fantastic. And we're going to get into a warm-up, and I'll just say this, everybody. Even though we have these classes and I'm here in a little bit, it's still a working household. Both my kids are stuck at home, and my wife, who's a very nice person, is living her life too while I take over the living room for a few hours every Monday and Wednesday. So if something happens or there's a noise, right now this is Family Martial Arts Academy living room edition. So it is what it is. Okay, we're going to start on the ground, everybody. And we're going to start with some warm-up exercises. They're going to look and present a lot like yoga, and a lot of yoga, calisthenics, warrior calisthenics. A lot of it is influenced by Silat. So there's some crossover here. We're going to take some of the movements from the Inosanto Academy Silat warm-up that we do at the very beginning. And I'm going to start you on the ground, okay? So we're going to start in child's pose. We're pushing ourselves back. We're going to stretch forward and look at the ceiling. Knees are touching the ground, and then we're going to push ourselves back. We're just going to do 4 of those together. That was 1, 2, stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. That's 2, 3, stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. And 1 more, stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, and back to child's pose. The magic number is going to be 4, so we did 4, so we're moving on to the next exercise. Looks very similar to what we were just doing. Stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, drop down into a push-up position, tuck your toes, push up into down dog, hold it for 1, 2, 3, touch your knees as you look back up, and go back to child's pose, okay? From the side on that one, stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, push up position, tuck your toes, downward dog. If you can touch your heels, that's awesome. I'm not feeling it right now. 1, 2, 3, knees touch as you look back up, and back to child's pose. 2 more of those. Stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, push-up position, tuck your toes, downward dog. 1, 2, 3, knees touch, back to child's pose. 1 more rep, stretch it forward, look at the ceiling, push-up position, tuck your toes, downward dog. 1, 2, 3, knees touch, and back to child's pose. Very nice. So the next motion, I got to break it down for you. So I don't mean to give you my back, and I'll just say, I also don't mean to give you my rear end on the ground, but so you see it from your perspective, you're going to be on your stomach. You're going to roll up with your left foot behind you and come up into low sawa. So my left leg is tucked behind me. My right foot is in front of me. I'm going to roll back down. My right leg leads, and I come up, okay? So we're going to do 4 of those together, starting to the left. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, very nice. Now, I'll let everybody finish those. Beautiful. This next exercise is called rocking chair. If we're in our high sawa, we're just rolling back and switching sides. Okay, so I'm gonna face you. Can everybody, we have some semblance of a group class here. Can everybody start with their left leg in front? And I'm gonna count 6 reps together and everybody's gonna do 6 reps together. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, nice, 5, and 6. Okay. Next exercise, and I think this will be in everybody's reach. It's just, I'll show it to you first. Some of you might already know it. We're gonna do our, this exactly the same exercise that we were just doing, and we're going to push our hips through. So the lower leg, come up and base on it, okay? So the rocking chair, we call this rocking chair to pushing your hips through. So let's try everybody, beautiful. Let's try everybody together. We'll do 6 reps. Let's start with our left leg in front, and then we're gonna rocking chair and switch sides. We'll try this at a nice pace together here. Ready, 1. If you need your hands, use your hands. Like if you need to go like that, go like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. Okay. And so a few more exercises here. We're going to rocking chair and harimau, okay? So to break that down for you, when I switch, whichever leg would normally post, it's gonna swing behind you, and you're gonna reach out with the same side arm as the leg. So if my right goes back, my right arm reaches. So here, here, okay? So we're gonna try a few of those together. Let's everybody go left leg in front. Take your time. If anything hurts, go slower. I'm not there to guide you. Again, your health is more important than Silat. You know what's going on in your body right now. Ready, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then the last exercise, let everybody finish that. Great job. Okay, the last exercise, you're going to, this is even simpler than the last one. So if you could do harimau, you can do this. Rocking chair, evade. Rocking chair, evade. So basically, the leg that's under me, I turn on that side, and I have, so if my right leg is under me, my left leg goes behind me, and I evade with the left side of my body. When I switch, I evade on the other side. Nice. Okay, and that covering of the head is very important. So let's try, very nice. Let's try some reps together, and then we'll kind of come back together as a class with some reps of some other things here, okay? Left leg's in front, so that means the first rep, we're gonna rocking chair, go on our left side, and our right side is gonna go back, and our right arm is gonna be covered, okay? Nice and slow. 1, evasion. 2, evasion. 3, evade. 4, evade. 5, evade. And 6. All right, nice job. Everybody looks really good. Let's come to this high sawa position. Left foot posted, right leg bent, outside of the right leg on the ground, right hand posted, left hand guarding your face. This is the high sawa or the high cobra. All we're going to do is go rotate our weight to our other side, change our feet, and change our hands. Watch my feet. I'm going to show you what not to do. Please don't do this. Sometimes people will put the bottoms of their feet together and do this. That's wrong, okay? We just want to be here. See my feet? Switch rolls. I always have one leg bent and the outside of that leg on the ground. I always have the other side posted. So everybody looks pretty good. Let's standardize this and let's do this together. Left foot posted, right leg bent, right hand guarding your posted, left hand guarding your face. 6 reps together. Just take it nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now 3 more reps. 1, 2, 3. Okay, watch me. Left leg, tuklau up, swing it through, stand up. Replace your left hand, tuklau back through, relax the body. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Other side. Tuklau up, swing it through, stand up. Right hand replaces, swing that left foot back through, relax the body. Nice job. Okay, take your left leg, bend it behind you, bring your right foot in a little bit. This is the low sawa or the low cobra. Hands are going to be the same. Okay, first switch, the seat spin. It's pretty much exactly what it's named after. Your weight is on your seat or your rear end. You spin your legs in front of you and change sides. So they're basically going, I really hate doing this motion slowly, but sometimes that's the instructor's job. Basically, your feet are going out straight in front of you. Whoa. And then just coming, sorry about that, there we go, back to the low sawa position on the other side. But it's kind of agonizing to do that without momentum. It's much easier to just spin them, okay? So let's work the same idea here, everybody. Left leg behind you, right foot in front of you, right hand posted, left hand guarding your face. And then let's all work together here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Now, please give me 3 more reps. Everybody looks great. 1, 2, 3. Okay, follow me. Take your right foot out and post it. Left tuklau, stand up. Replace the left hand, kick through, replace your low sawa on that side. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Post the left foot, right tuklau, swing it through, stand up. Right hand replaces, kick through, replace the low sawa. Nice job. Okay, I'm going to teach this one, but I don't think we're going to rep it because this one is just hard on the knees. but in the interest of the curriculum, I want to teach it to you. So the next switch, called windshield wiper, you post your body up, your feet switch under your butt. Here. Here. Okay? And like Conrad, I think I can see, like, you're training on hardwood floor. Man, I don't want you doing, 12 reps of this. You're on a mat. Okay, but still, that's the windshield wiper, everybody. And I mean, like Ivan, you're on this beautiful martial arts environment. On your own, we're not going to do this right now. The procedure would be the same. 6, then 3, stand up, then 3 more reps, then stand up on the other side. But that one, I'm not trying to treat anybody like they're made of glass. That one's just rougher on the knees, okay? Yeah, beautiful, Ivan, you already got it. You look great. So I don't want anybody to get injured, and that one, so I've had people on these mats, which are really nice mats, and this one can still be hard on the knees. So we're gonna forego that procedure with this one. Let's go to the next one, and Ivan, you're already getting your reps in, so that's awesome, but I wanna keep everybody safe, okay? So the horseshoe roll, everybody. This is a great exercise for your back. Like, I've known 2 people, I'll share this super quick, that were at the Inosanto Academy for years and years and years and years, and they took Silat for years and years and years. So that means they were doing this kind of warm-up twice a week. Then when they left the academy and they weren't doing this kind of work twice a week, they developed lower back problems very quickly. So this is really, especially this one, this is very therapeutic on your back. So I want you to visualize, a horseshoe and a horseshoe shape. And right now, if my left leg is behind me and my right leg is in front of me, if I'm looking at like a letter U in front of me, my head is in the top right. And when I do the horseshoe roll, it's my job to lay down and come up on the other side. So if I'm visualizing a horseshoe or a U, now my head is in the top left. When I lay back down and come up on the other side, my head is in the top right. So I'm only giving you that horseshoe as a visualization. Let me change this angle slightly. So all that's happening, I'm laying down and my feet are switching in front of me. And if I really want to break that down, I'm going elbow, shoulder, flat back, shoulder, elbow, hand. Right? Those are all the movements, but it's so much easier to just roll and come up on the other side. Okay? So let me see everybody try a few reps. Nice. Great. Oh, fantastic. All right. I feel good about this. That's great. So left leg behind you, right leg in front of you. I got to be careful how far back I go. I don't want to hit my head on the keyboard stand, but we're all going to do 6 reps together, okay? Nice and relaxed pacing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now we're going to go 3 more. 1, 2, 3, Post this right foot, left tuklau, stand up. Replace it, left hand, left tuklau, right leg goes behind you, left leg in front of you. 1. Other side, beautiful. 2, 3. Make sure you're working the other side if you got off my count. For me, left foot post, right tuklau, stand, replace the right hand, right tuklau, right leg's in front of me, left leg's behind me. Nice job. Okay. Let's stand up. All right, right now it looks like most people are training solo. So I will kind of modify what I'm about to do for you. Because again, I'm trying to please everybody, seriously, at one time, folks who are training by themselves, people who might have a partner, so that you can work this. Last class, I was explaining the difference between traditional Silat and the core of my curriculum, which is from Guro Inosanto, called Maphilindo Silat, which is what I like to call, this is my term, application-based. And they're both good. That's the thing, and that's the problem. In martial arts, we need to get better about keeping an open mind and looking at different systems for any kind of relative value, even if there are ideas in those systems that run contrary to some of our prior training. Okay, so I think it might have just been Conrad and me last time. I'm gonna go over this again. And again, I like 100% honesty and 100% transparency. What we're about to look at, just for a few minutes, is from Penchak Silat Sarah. I am not an instructor in Penchak Silat Sarah. I have about maybe 125, 150 hours, but I'm not an instructor. But I've spent enough time working on what I'm about to show you to go over it with you, especially to make the point that I want to make. So traditional Silat and a system like Sarah, you're going to have upper body forms called jurus the jurus, and you're going to have lower body forms called lankas. We're going to today we're going to look at Juru 1 and Juru 2 to illustrate a really important point as we get into Maphilindo, okay? And all of this, the last thing I'll say, and then we'll train, as you all know by now, I can chatter. My traditional Silat instructor was a gentleman named Guru Stephen Plank. He's out of Washington State. And he's the guy I have about 125, 150-ish seminar hours under. He was the top student for many years of the late Pendekar Paul de Tours, founder of Sastranegara and other things. So the stance has changed over the years. So we're in a side-facing stance. I'm not in a lead. My right hand is up. This is my right hand. My left hand is on guard in this position. Okay, and yeah, and that's great. Some of you are relating to camera like I am, with your front towards me. That's fine. Some of you are relating to camera like this, and that is fine. This stance has changed because for years and years we did everything almost like in a cat stance, full front, And then around 2017, Mahaguru Steve changed this to what I'm doing now. The only two stances that you need to be aware of, I'm going to call it shoulder facing, and I'm going to call it full front. So sometimes you have your right shoulder facing forward, and sometimes you pivot in so the front of your body is facing towards the front. Other than that, those are the only stances that you need to be aware of. Okay, so Guro 1, I swing inside so that my left arm comes up, and I hit it from underneath with my right fist, and then these connect here. And everybody just follow along with me and do your best and don't worry, okay? So once again, we're here. That's the first motion. So by swinging, it's like that swing to full front raises this, and I hit it with my right fist, and then these connect, the inside of my right fist to the inside of my left palm. Here. And I'm starting in shoulder orientation, swinging into full front, and then finishing back in shoulder orientation. So everybody just play with that. Whatever you're experiencing is right in front of you, whether you're here or you're here. Play with swinging your left hip in to raise that left arm, coming up underneath it and connecting. Beautiful. Everybody just try a few reps of that. Don't get too self-conscious. If you're approximating that motion, then I'm happy. Everybody try a few reps. Nice. Good. Okay, let's add. You all look great. So we do that. Then we connect this again, but we connect it higher. So you have that motion that you practice, maybe at about just a little bit above waist level or a little lower than sternum level. Then these come back together at about head level. Okay? So here, here. Okay. Now everybody hold your left hand out and bring your right side back into this right elbow and back to shoulder orientation. Okay, so again, and we're almost done. 1, 2, leave this left hand out, bring this right side back, turn all the way into that elbow. Good, one more time. Here. 1, 2, load that elbow, really pivot into that elbow. Nice. Okay, we're almost done. A couple more motions. Swing your right hand over, then drop it down. Good. Then left hand comes back as your right hand guards your face. Punch with the left as you pivot in and come back. Go back to that position you had a few moments ago. Punch with your palm up with your right hand. That's it. That's the whole Juroos. Everybody looks really good. I know you're, don't worry, you're doing great. And I have a point to make. Okay, let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. And everybody looked really good up until there. You're doing great. Swing this right arm over, then drop it. Left hand up, right hand down. Cover center line, almost like a Wu Sao, if you know Wing Chun, with your right, and then this left hand is back here. Turn into that punch. Drop and switch your hands, and then palm up, right punch. Everybody back? Sorry, I might have lost you for a second there. Hopefully that went through. Let me do that again. Looked like my connection got unstable. So, 1, 2, bring this right side back, elbow. Right arm swings over and then drops down. Left hand is up. Right hand comes to center line, left hand back, punch. Bring it back. Switch your hands, and then that's a palm up punch. That's it. That's the whole Guro. I'm going to face you one more time. Okay, let's all try it one more time together. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, bring this right side back. 3, swing this right hand over, high, low. Then come and cover your face with your right hand. Bring the left hand back. Punch, really pivot into that. Switch your hands again, and then palm up punch with the right. That's it, okay? Now, here's the thing about the Guros. They are not to be interpreted literally. So can I borrow you super fast? So the example that I like to give, if Gene punches me, I'm not doing that like that. If you were looking at that movement, that's the meaning, right? That maybe I do this, and then I come in, I hit her. Obviously, I don't want to hit my wife for real, but that's the application. That's it. Thank you. That is not, at least for now, that's not what they're thinking. What they're thinking, you're learning about loading your shots from that rotation. You're learning about generating power by rotating, okay? It's very strange. Like if you have prior forms or kata training, a lot of the time, every movement has some kind of actual application that can be demoed. The Guros and Sara, it's not that way. They're teaching movement principles. They're not necessarily teaching you techniques that you're supposed to do verbatim. Now, why did I make you do that? Because we're about to get into Maphilindo, and I want to approach Maphilindo because so many of you are training solo in the traditional way, even though that's not actually the way that I would probably first teach it to you. And I'll show you what I mean by that. All right, so everybody just get in a left lead. Everybody get in a left lead. Now this is going to be so easy for you, okay? You're going to do split entry. So your right hand puts a lid on it and your left hand attacks. This can be a Sunda, a punch, a palm down Western punch, whatever you want it to be, okay? Your left hand is grabbing the wrist. Your right hand is bracing on the elbow, and you're stepping in with your right foot. It's like you're doing a straight arm bar, okay? I'm going to change this angle. My right foot sweeps back, okay? And then my right knees and steps in. Let me change this angle. And then you inside sweep. That's as far as we're going to take it, okay? And I'll do that again for you, okay? And where you're going to get it. Split entry. Right hand puts a lid on it, left hand attacks. Straight arm bar with the left hand grabbing the wrist and the right arm, the forearm on the elbow. Right leg sweep. So just sweep back with your right leg. Right knee and step in and then sweep. And I'll show you, let me show you the work on, I'm sorry for the two angles. So split entry, step in, sweep back, knee, step in with the right foot, inside sweep. Okay, so once again, I know, sorry it's split, but this way you're getting it. Left lead, split entry, straight arm bar as I step in, beset, or there's the leg sweep, knee, step in, and then finish the sweep, okay? Now, if I was a traditional Silat instructor without all the foundation that I have, and you came to me for Silat lessons, that is throw number one. And if I was traditional, you would be doing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. you would be doing that again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again, and again, and again. In Maphilindo Silat, we learn the application first, and then we kembangan it, or we express it in the air later. We express it in the air later so that we can train when we're by ourselves and to be reverent to the original traditional sources. But, can I borrow you? So, Simo Jeans is going to stand here. Let me remind you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go to the edge of this. Put your left side in front. Throw your left punch. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would, I didn't know you were gonna fall. Then I would take that sweep, okay? It's an inside leg trip. So put you over here. Okay, so it's a leg trip or a leg sweep in front of her body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would sweep that out, okay? In this little training environment, I'm not going to have her take that fall. That's the application. Traditional Silat, though, not to be rude to anybody, you might be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 6 months. And I'm not trying to be rude to anybody. Traditional martial arts values, it's like, well, what is that? Don't ask me that. You know, don't question me kind of a thing. Like that's that kind of, I'm just going to say it, kind of archaic, old school martial arts mentality. Okay. So stay here. I'll call you back in just a second. Technique 2. Everybody, technique 2. So put your left side in front. Okay. And drop your lead hand just a little bit. Parry inside with your right hand. Step in and push and move the left side of your body in. Inside foot sweep with your left foot. I'll show you that in a second. Right foot stomps. Okay, so again, I'm sorry for the split angle. I should have invested in some really good video cameras before we all got stuck here, but oh well. Okay, so I'm gonna squat down so you can at least see my hands too. Right hand parries, left hand pushes, and you step in with your left foot at the same time. Inside foot sweep with the left, right foot stomps or collapses. Okay, so let me change that angle just slightly one more time, right? So parry with the right, step in, and push with the left hand. Inside foot sweep with the left, stomp with the right. Okay? So again, if I were traditional, that would be technique 2. And for 6 months, a year, 1, 2, 3. That's what you'd be doing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then, finally, hopefully not too long, jab me. 1, 2, 3. That's the idea. Okay, so jab me. 1, inside foot sweep, collapse. Okay, real application, you keep your right foot on the back of the knee and you stomp down to the ground and you grind that kneecap into dust. Okay, it's wartime martial art or wartime martial application. So technique 1, beset dalam or leg sweep in front of the body into this sweep. Okay, then technique 2, sapu dalam, inside foot sweep, and then I would collapse this. And then stay here. This is what I'm saying. In a real fight, I would keep my foot on the back of this knee and grind it into dust. Okay, we don't want to do that. All right, in training. Okay, I'll bring it back. let's all at least get technique 4 in the air, or technique 3 in the air, and then I'll show you the application. And then if there's any questions, I'll do my best to answer them, but then we got to move on to Filipino martial arts. Okay, split entry again. Right elbow and go through, right anchor, right knee, step in, downward pressure with your right hand, rising diagonal pressure with your right foot. Okay, so again, start in the left lead. I'll move down just so you can see my hands. Split entry, right elbow that anchors, it goes through and anchors. Right knee and step in. Downward diagonal pressure with your hand, rising diagonal pressure with your foot. Okay, so just a little higher. Split, right elbow, right, that goes through and right, let me drop my cover, which is real bad practice if you're in a real fight, but this way you can see. Right elbow goes through into this anchor. So let that go all the way through, okay? Then right knee, step in. Downward diagonal pressure with your hand while you sweep up, okay? So application of that one, this is a good angle. Let's go as far back as we can. And we're going to do it nice and slow so Simojin doesn't take a real fall. Split, elbow, anchor, knee, pressure, okay? Then that's where I want to keep her. Rising, diagonal pressure with my foot, downward diagonal pressure with my hand. Other side. Okay. And if you feel like you could take a step back with your right foot to rebalance, that might help you, okay?
Right foot?
Yeah, yeah. When I move you into that compromised balance position. Split, just open this elbow, anchor, knee, and then I'm here. Okay, now stay there. Where I am, my foot is outside her left foot, downward diagonal pressure with my hand. I don't want her to actually take that fall while my foot rises up, okay? So it's number 3 is an outside foot sweep, sapu luar, all right? I want to honor our time because we're supposed to go for 45 minutes. Are there any questions about Silat? I'll just say my Silat curriculum, I call it my Silat core curriculum because I lovingly call it the Inosanto disease. That might be a bad expression in these times. What I mean by that is in our lineage, whenever we see something cool, we can't help ourselves. We want to go train in that. So like I have a Silat instructor in Inwood here in New York City. I keep up my training and I'm always trying to learn from as many quality people as possible. But the core, when I say core curriculum, it's about 85% Maphilindo, 15% other things that I picked up along the way. But I'm trying to give you all an overview of that. Okay, well, if there are no questions, I thank you so much. I'm going to end this recording for Silat.